Odean Skeen, welcome to HP Track Chat. Oh my God, it's been years. I've been watching your career from class 3 at Wolmer's, and I mean, I am one of the track and field fans who have been asking about you for many years. So I'm going to throw out two letters at you, and I want you to give me two words to describe yourself. The first one is R.
Rough.
Wow. I like that. I like that. The next one is F.
Hmm. I'm really rough and ferocious.
Oh, wow. Lovely. Tell me, Odin, tell me a little bit about your childhood, how you got into track and field, how you started at Wolmer's, coming, into your junior career.
So basically, both my parents, they were both athletes at the high school level, but they didn't reach the level that I've reached. So that's the background for me, getting athletics. At the age of 6, I started competing at Portmore Missionary, and I got a scholarship to transfer from Portmore to Hydel, which Hydel, I have thrived my career right there. Starting from Hydel, then going through Wolmer's. I got a scholarship to go to Wolmer's,
Mm-hmm.
but I really wanted to go to KC.
You mean you wanted to go to North Street? Oh,
Yeah,
oh. Why though? Why KC though?
because
As a,
KC have this flavor to them, like you cannot stop it regardless. You cannot
it's
stop it.
true.
Yeah,
It's true. You're right.
and
You're
they
right.
have them have the swag. So like KC, but Bertline Cameron said no. Wilma's, you need to go to Wilma's. I need to see you Monday morning in Wilma's colors.
So how did Bert get involved? Was he like a friend of your parents or?
Actually, at that time, he was coaching Wilma's.
Oh.
Yes.
Mhm.
And this is Aubrey.
Hi. Hello, Aubrey.
Aubrey, say hi, Aubrey. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, you can go now. Yeah, so he was actually coaching Wilma's at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, with your talent, no, you don't deserve to go to KC. Come to Wilma's. I can coach you to be a champion. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. The following week, I ended up wearing Wilma's colors, and KC was really pissed at me. They didn't want to talk to me. They didn't want to do nothing. Like, you know what? Goodbye. Just, I don't want nothing to do with you. I was like, okay then. I said, wherever I go, it gonna be the same result.
Right.
Be in front. So that's basically it. And with me and my career, it just been like up and down, thriving at Woolman's at one point. At one point, I didn't even make the team at Woolman's.
Wow. What
Yeah.
class was that? What level was that?
I would say the beginning of class 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Early days.
early days. Didn't make the team. I thought I was fast, but nope. I got put in place. Didn't make the team. The following year, the last year of class 3, I made a team. I came second in the 100 hurdles, and I came third in the 200. And then class 2, I think did I? I didn't make the finals. Didn't make the finals at 100, not the 200.
In class 2.
Yeah, the first year.
So that
Yeah,
time, when you get to class 2, you would be competing with people like Ramon Mackenzie and Mikhail Ashmead, right?
yeah. I think that was the last year in class 2.
And people like O'Shane Bailey from Calabar.
Yes, ma'am. And I was like, I was ready to give up tracks and start playing football. But my parents were too scared, like, you gonna get hurt in football. I said, it's the same injury as trucks. Regardless, football is my number one passion, number one, I really love football. And then I think I started training that early summer of 2009. Start training early, start putting in the work. Steve Francis came over on Christmas camp. He used to have Christmas camp somewhere in December after school give holiday. and he gave a speech. I forgot what the speech said, but he gave a speech, and that just turned up my whole mental. Like, he said, if you're not first, you lost. So you gotta think you lost. Like, you're not ready. So I trained with all the class 1 guys on the 400 meter group. And eventually I became stronger and faster. With my first track meet, I think it was in the country. I forgot what track meet. But anyways, I had broken the 200 meter record there. And from that day, I was like, yeah. The killer instinct. So I was like, yeah, I'm always a champion. Regardless,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna show no fear.
and if Stephen Francis give you advice like that, that you're not ready and you're to relax,
Basically,
it's good to listen.
He gave the whole track team the advice, and he was like, you got it has to start somewhere. It has to start somewhere. It had to start though. We have that mentality. If not first, using last. And doesn't mean that you have a time trial and you win a time trial. Doesn't mean like, hey, you're the one. No, you gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep grinding and stick it out, because you know there's other people out there, other athletes out there like do the same thing. But come high school championships, they gonna show up. So
wow. And you guys did show up 2010. Tell me about 2010, because I'm still trying to figure out how Wolmer's won boys champs 2010 with you, Extal, Julian Ford, and because you guys did not have the biggest team.
Nope, we did not have the biggest team. So basically, it was a whole group effort. The person who didn't score points, and if they got an other event, we make sure it's like top 5 or we're middle. So people who we expect who not to score points, they end up scoring points. So it was David Riley and Christopher Hardy that year. And I forgot what his name is. Jono, we call him Frano. Jono Frano. And we had a meeting the night. And he was like, don't even think about winning championships. Go out there, every individual got to go out there and do what they do. Do what we do in practice. Rehearse what we do in practice. Let's get started. We go out the first day, wasn't so bad. Start racking up points. Go to the second day, was like, we must still leading. Yeah. So we start there. So we start the momentum. We used to have vests. We used to run in vests. And we had this tight top.
Yes.
So I was like, no, we're in the vest. So yo, give me the tight top and some long socks. We're in long socks. The class one guys like, since Skeen start that, everybody just follow the whole trip. Everybody start all the momentum on.
And at that time, David Riley was the coach at Wolmer's, right? Yes.
Man. So we said it didn't matter if we came 8th in the finals, we get a point. As long as everybody make a finals.
It's about the points.
Yeah, it's about the points. Come down to the nitty-gritty. The 100 meter, I already know, like, all right, I'm going to win the 100 meter. No doubt about that. But the 200 is a strategic race. So for me, Christopher Harley was a sprint coach, and he was like, get out, run on 150, and hold on for dear life for the last 50. I was like, coach, you know, we kind of do that. I'm going to say, every eats and semi-final. Working, but the thing is, when they really run the first part of the race, we run at least the last 120, 110, slingshot off the curve. So this time I had Delano, Jazeel Murphy, and they was the only threat in the race to me at that point. So it's like, everybody can close. Everybody can close. I know Murphy was not a good starter. I know Delano is strong. Like,
yes. But Murphy is a better 100 meter than 200 still. Yeah.
But at that point, he was hurt, so he didn't even run 100. So them saving for the 200, I was like, all right, Murphy will get to us slow. But I know once it hit the stretch.
Yes.
So my plan was like, all right, that's a coach. All for 1 and 1 for all. I'm going to run a hard 150. Whatever reach me after 50, just know something give my best. I came up the curve, I was like, okay, I'm winning. Really come to the last 25, 30 meters.
Your teammate.
Woo! I was like, why the Lonnie right beside me? Why Murphy coming? I was like, oh hell no. That minute I change again, I start getting angry, I start running faster to the line. I was like, yes.
That celebration.
I said, that's seal the deal. Seal the deal. And to me, that was the most critical points I gave Woolman's. It's really the 100 and the 200 because it was only me in class 2 that year.
Mm-hmm.
And then what Extala and Julian did. Ooh!
Yes. Super, super, super.
Super!
Yeah. It was. Let me tell you, 2010, I was in the stands and KC had won 2009 by 1.5 points.
Yeah.
Calabar won 2008. Nobody was expecting Wolmer's. Nobody had Wolmer's on their mind. And let me tell you, I was in shock. I was in shock because I'm a Calabar supporter. And I was like, what is happening here? How is it that Wolmer's is leading into Friday, going into Saturday, something? But the thing is that you guys turn up as a team.
Yep.
And 2010 champs there was a whole lot of hype behind it because it was champs 100, and I mean people like me had on my Calabar 100 champs, and so it was a big deal. So when you guys told that in a packed stadium, it was something to be a part of.
I think Wilma didn't win champs, what, 50 years from that?
Before that it was 50 years, yes. Something like that.
It was special because even people who didn't make the finals, they came to go to that coach through in one event.
Yeah.
You know, as long as we have scored points, medley, anything. And
that was a big steal. Because nobody was watching you guys on the development meets or anything at the Gibson Relay. Nobody was looking at Wolmer's. So when you guys came out on top, but you know, it add a lot of flavor to the thing and that's what sport is about. I wouldn't say that you guys were the underdog, but you guys just came in quietly and just create this buzz and create this storm in the stadium that today people are still talking about Wolmer's and Champs 2010.
And like the thing is too, we have to thank JC, you know.
Yes.
KC and Calabar didn't score the point. It was via JC.
Yes.
Yes, honey. Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you now. Yeah.
So so JC really helped us out that year because
yes,
we stole some points from KC and Calabar.
Yeah, JC a good team, man. JC, yeah, them cool like that. But moving on to Carifta now, you still have a Carifta record, which many people thought that it was under threat this year because, you know, our athletes are doing so well. And you know. So tell me about the fact that we hosted Carifta this year in Jamaica and the buzz that was around Carifta and your name was being mentioned on a record.
To me, at that, I think I was at age 14 or 15 that year. I didn't expect myself to run that fast, but it came so relaxed. To me, this time around, all the kids at Champs at that age group, under 18, I think they have more pressure on their shoulders than I had back in the days. And they really want to get in some races. So I didn't expect my record to get broken, but I expect like them to come close to it. Yeah,
you had a very luscious junior career at the high school level and stuff. Champs, winning champs. You know, a lot of top athletes, you know, leave champs and they've never won it. But you've won champs with your team. you know, you've done Jamaica well at the Carifta Games and stuff, but you've suffered some injuries over the years, and I think that is one of the main reasons why we have not seen you, because a lot of people, as I said before, have been asking. I have friends asking me, what happened to Odean Skeen? But I knew that you were injured and we weren't seeing you. Talk to me about your injuries. Was it while you were in school or after you left school?
So it all started at high school. Remember it was one Gibson relay. I was doing a 4x2. I think it was a caliber athlete who came in. At that point, we didn't have to run in the same lane. We just cut over in lane one. And he cut over sharp. And I actually tumbled over and my ankle was swelling like a baseball. I had next injury here, like hamstring injury, knee injury. Going to junior college, I had a coach called Damien Forbes. And he was coaching, I think, Immaculate at the time. Or helping out with Immaculate at the time, I don't remember. And he put me through a whole heap of therapy process. So when I go to junior college, I was fresh. Went to JUCO, I ended up getting hurt my hamstring. I strained my hamstring twice before JUCO Indoor Nationals. So my first year I went to JUCO, I won the 60 with 657. That's a PB. That's the first time I'm actually running indoors. And we didn't run. I didn't run out. Did I run outdoors? Yes, ended up running outdoors. And 2 months before, I had strained my left and I strained my right hamstring. And I was like, if I don't compete, they might send me home. So I have to do something really fast.
Right, right.
Yeah. So JUCO is a dog eat dog world. So if you're not made to be tough and rough, do not go to JUCO. But
Oh, wow.
it will create a monster out of you. That's really what it create a monster out there. It teaching you like ways how to fend for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And coming out of JUCO with my last year at JUCO, I had a hamstring problem. Did not run JUCO outdoors, and I actually get a scholarship to go to Auburn. As a matter of fact, I had 24 scholarships on the team, and I chose Auburn. Went to Auburn my first year, did not work out. Start Auburn late, have injuries, and I remember my first trap meet, I ran 10.5. And I look at the coach, I was like, Coach, no, that's not me. That's not it. Like, he doesn't feel comfortable. So
And you weren't satisfied with that time because
yeah,
you know that you can do better. You're way, way better than that.
way better. I was like, it doesn't make sense. I come from JUCO running 10.1. My first meet in JUCO, I ran 10.18. So why am I running 10.5? Why am I keep getting hurt? No, like I said, I can't do it. So I actually got kicked from Auburn. They cut my scholarship in 2015, 16. I think 16. I ended up losing my scholarship. But I did summer school, got my GPA.
You're a little low. You're a little low in your
Right.
voice.
So I
Yeah,
said,
and mm-hmm.
I lost my scholarship at Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wow.
actually have to went back home, regroup, train races for 6 months. And it was a
When
50-50.
was this? How long ago was this?
By 2016, 27, going in 2017.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I went back home, trained for 7 months at races. It was a 50-50 chance if I decided to go back to college. And I had a friend at the time who was helping me out. And he was like, if you stay here, you can run fast and make some money. But at the same time, you want to go back to school, I'd advise to go back to school. So I got a call in January. Auburn coach called me and was like, hey, still got some money left over. You still can give you back a scholarship. Do you want to come? I was like, I don't know. Doesn't make. I said, to me, it doesn't really make sense because I'm not running fast. And then I prayed on it, talked to my parents about it. The next day, I was like, yeah, I'm going back to school. I'm gonna get my education. I'm gonna prove people wrong, get my education, and I'm gonna run fast.
Right.
So I went back in January. The first meet I had, it was like an indoor meet. I wasn't really practicing for indoors.
Right, right.
Yeah, I wasn't really practicing for indoors, and I did well. I came second at the SEC indoors behind Crystal Coleman. He ended up running 6:53 while I ended up running 6:60. Not a big deal. I was really prepared for outdoors.
Right. I realize the Jamaicans don't really like indoors.
No,
Yeah.
it's too short.
Yeah.
Really
Hmm.
too short. Ended up making NCAA indoors. Got hurt while I was there. Pulled my groin doing block starts. Ended up sitting out for probably 2 to 3.5 weeks. So that's another injury. I
Yeah.
told coach, I was like, Coach, just forget it. I don't want to go to World Indoors because I was on the list. It was like, no, forget it. I'm gonna get back. I need to go. My main focus is on winning Jamaica Chance 2017. He's like, all right, cool. Came back. I ran my first outdoor. I ran a 4x4. You know, our coach said all I need is like a 50-point split. That was the worst 50-point split ever in my life.
Wow.
Worst 50-point split. And then I think 2 weeks after that, it was a home meet at Auburn. We ran the 4x1. I was like, Coach, my groin. I said, I feel my groin, Coach. Like, I cannot do it. Cannot do it. And then my friend was there also. And he was like, this is the time to prove everybody wrong. It's either shut up and put up, or the doctor's going to say,
Do something.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is what we think. Setting up, running 100, didn't have a good start, but I was in the pack till I started accelerating after 40 meters. After 40 meters, I realized, I'm in the race. I'm gone. So I keep on going faster and faster and faster till I cross the line. I cross the line, look at the clock. I see 9:92. I was like, no, 9:92. And I turn around and look at the clock again. It said 9:95. I was like, come on, just give me the 9 seconds. That's all I wanted, 9 seconds. And
Right,
it
right.
to 9:98. I was so ecstatic. It's like the whole world. I put the whole world on notice right there.
So did you ever manage to recover totally from your injuries?
Uh, right now I can say I'm fully recovered.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's good. That's nice.
couple of years, but no, did not recover because when I ran that 9 seconds, I got hurt by I don't know how I tore my tendons in my ankle, but my ankle was all messed up. I went to NCAA's. All I could do is run the heats of the 4x1 and 100 meters, and then come back the next day to run the full 4x1. Got hurt worse. Then I hopped through the line to the 100 meters. And at that point, I thought my season was all over. Yep, I thought it was all done. And I talked to the coach, and he was like, hey, do you want to call it? Do you want to do something? I was like, tape it up.
So you've basically been out of competition for a little while, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So being out of competition, what is life like for you? You now have a family, you're married, you have kids. Do you intend to get back in the sport? Please say yes.
Yeah, of course. At this point, I'm still training. I'm
Good,
still
good,
training, getting back.
good.
I shall say this is the best I ever feel in. Otherwise, from 2017, I'm back in shape. It's going to take some time to get the times that I need to be running, but
I've seen some of your workout videos
yes,
and
man.
you're looking good, coming out of the blocks and stuff. So I hope that you'll get back. This year is a championship year. Any plans for to come to the national trials and make the team?
Well, basically, I'm trying to get the qualification standard first.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have less than a month to get it, but my coach believe in me. I believe in myself. My wife and my family believe in me. So anything is possible at this point. There are a
Hmm.
couple meets coming up, so hopefully I can get even closer to the qualification standards or the qualification mark. I can get
What is the qualification time? 10 what?
10:05.
10:05. Wow. 10:05.
I say the same
It's
thing.
doable. The Odean Skeen that I know, it is doable.
So, like right now in practice, I'm really going extremely fast. I can't give no times or no measurements. but I'm really going fast. My body's really getting to the state that I really want to go to.
No
And
injuries, no discomfort. Great,
none.
great stuff, great
So
stuff, great stuff.
that's an A. That's an A. That's an
It
A.
is,
No
it
pain,
is.
no nothing. Taking care of my body good enough. I have my kids out there as well, so that's an extra motivation.
Yes,
And I just have to stay hungry. Once I
yes,
stay hungry and be disciplined, anything is possible. I had a interview early early last year with one of my friend's family member. I think she was, I forgot what her name is. And I told her like Jamaica gonna regret not calling talking about me on 2022. Jamaica gonna see
yes,
why it is. So I love see like Oblique Civil, Taekwondo Tracy, and the others, performing.
yes, yes.
Joel Blake and the rest, but I'm gonna be back. Like,
Yes, I'm really rooting for Johan. I mean, he has been injured for so many years. I mean, this injury thing is like a nightmare
nightmare.
for some of you guys, and it breaks my heart when I see the injuries. So of course, we're rooting for you, we're rooting for Johan and others, because as you touch on that, the male program right now is going through what we call a dry spell since
I'm in a rough part.
the retirement of Usain, Nesta Carter, Michael Frater. Haven't seen Asafa in a while, and would love to see the male program get back in the mix. Your thoughts on that?
Oh, right now the females is on fire, and
Yes.
nobody the males always show the female, but one way or another, something has to happen, and I believe after no things gonna happen in 2022, but the male gonna be shining after 2022.
Yeah, the fans, we're begging, we're begging. We want to see, our men out there, and we're hoping for a return. But as it relates to the governing bodies of track and field in Jamaica, do you think that they're doing enough to develop the sport?
Well, to be honest, I got no say in that. To be honest, I don't know. I have nothing to talk about that. I don't know. I just think that it starts from the high school level. Like for Jamaican athletes, the young men they just need to stay hungry and not always think about like I'm about to run fast, I'm about to get a contract. No. Get there. Once you get there, start dropping some time, be noticed, and get a household name.
Mhm.
Then you can start thinking about, contracts, etc. Look at both. Both always stay hungry, no matter what.
Yes. And
Keep everybody hungry.
As Usain Bolt always said, do not think limits. Don't think limits. Just go for it. Just put your all out there and go for it. Because we all know that Usain Bolt wasn't a 100-meter runner. He started with 200 and 400 at high school.
Yep.
And he saw where he could run the 100-meter, and he made a deal with his coach, and he said, Coach, I'll do this if you make me run the 100. And he never disappointed us.
Never disappoint. So it's just, I think it's just a whole mental game at this point. Like
It,
they think like they already get there, but no, it's a whole different challenge when you get there. A whole different challenge.
uh, there's this narrative that students are burnt out, whether in high school or in college. What do you think about this whole burnout thing in terms
Uh
of overworking athletes at a young age?
to be honest, I went through the college system. It's not if you have a coach that really understands you, you don't really run races in college. But if they're trying to get points, they will run into the ground. I can say. But like for these stages of high school kids back home, I think the coaches is either the coaches or the association down there is making the kids run too many races down there. Even after champs. You don't need to be running races. Focus on like pen relays, career, the World Junior Championships.
Mm-hmm.
Like the goal is not to keep peaking at every meet. It's peak
Yes.
at the right time at the right stages. Because if you go to championships and you can't get top three, why are we there? We're not racking up points. racking up medals, they're racking up records. That's what really counts.
As you talk about records, what's trending now is Florence Griffith joined a 100-meter record. Some of our officials back home, they're thinking that it should be erased and Elaine appointed with her 10.5. How do you feel about that? I'm sure you're hearing the conversations.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts?
I think Elaine should already be a happy record, to be honest. Flojo record. I think it was a couple days ago. I was talking to. No, I think I was watching it live with my coach and a couple of his colleagues, and they're saying, when Flojo on the time, it was like a whole 180 time.
You're a little low in your voice.
Oh, my bad. So I was
Yeah.
watching my coach. He had this YouTube channel. He was talking to some of his colleagues, and one of his colleagues was a Jamaican coach, and he said, when Flojo ran that time, it was all wind blowing, but they didn't put it. And anybody who came fast to the record, I think they should have the record, and Flojo record need to be erased. My take, Elaine already had the record, so the rivalry between USA and Jamaica. You know how it goes.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave it right there. They
Yes.
believe Flojo should have it. We believe Elaine should have it.
I totally agree with you because when I did some research and when I look at the IAAF World Athletics rules, it says that for a mark to be legal, there must be a wind reading, and that wind reading must be not greater than 2.0 positive wind. So Flojo's record at 10.49, there was no wind reading recorded. So I'm saying, how is it that this got past the powers that be in order to become a world record? But I think Elaine and Shelley and the ladies should just work at it and try and break it instead of trying, because there's too much politics involved
Yep.
in this record right now. And it is going to be hard for a small country like Jamaica to challenge for it to be removed. The dominance that we're having right now with our juniors, our seniors, especially our women, when you look back at the junior athletes, especially let us look at the boys. A lot of them do so well in high school, but the transition, they're not transitioning as quickly as the girls. Do you think that we as the fans, we're too greedy, or we're trying to rush the boys?
I mean, fans gonna always stay greedy. They're gonna want results regardless of anything. Like I said, it's just a whole mental game. Jamaica competition will be Jamaica competition, but when they make the transition overseas, it's a whole different kettle of fish. Whole different kettle of fish. Like when I went to college, I got competitors from Africa, Asia, United States, and we are competing for the same thing. All competing for the same thing. So I think it's a whole mental game. If you're not prepared for it, well, yeah, we definitely gonna sink. Definitely gonna sink. Like we cannot be weak-minded at all. Not weak-minded.
Yeah, yeah. The fact that you've been injured and not in competition as much, how is it for you with sponsorship? Are you still able to have a sponsorship, or is it that the track and field body in Jamaica is assisting athletes like you that have been going through injuries over the years, or you're just left on your own?
To be honest, I cannot speak about the sponsorship, but all I can say is that for somebody with my caliber and you being hurt over the past couple of years, there's always somebody new to be throwing. So the sponsorship going to take it as like, he's young, he's running fast at this time, you're not. Why should this how they look? Why should we keep sponsoring you? Like, does it make sense? Particular maybe not. If you run some superb time like Christian Coleman, yeah, we can still keep you.
Mm-hmm.
They look at it like, no, you get it up in age. We need somebody fresh. We need some new blood. So we might not take you. We might just decrease what you have already. And what was the other part again?
About the Jamaican track and field bodies, are they assisting athletes like you who have been on top of your game, but you're injured and you're trying to come back? Is there any assistance from the country?
Since like I'm not home, back home training, the assistance over here is really limited. They don't know what number to reach out. They don't know what contacts or whosoever you know. If somebody in the body knows you, they will say, hey, you need this, you know, Jamaica giving away this, you can sign up for it. But otherwise from that, if you're overseas, you're limited to get support from the Jamaican Association.
You're basically on your own if you're out of the country.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we definitely need a system to track our athletes to, you know, to know what is happening with them, because I'm seeing a situation that is now happening with one of our female athletes. And, you know, as a federation, we need to be looking after the athletes, and, you know, and just encourage them, make sure that they're okay, they're not lost in foreign system and stuff like that.
Because like at a certain point, I was ready to give up tracks. I was ready to quit, call it, join the Army or the Air Force, or start a 9 to 5 work. But somehow deep in my heart, I was like, no, I can't be done with it yet. I still got more to prove.
Yes.
My body's not ready to shut off yet. So, and then my family, they always right there, 100% supported me. Mommy, daddy, sister, brother, auntie, cousin, wife, and my kids.
And your aunt Cecilia, she's a very good friend. She's a very good friend of mine. And we were just talking about track and field one day, and I mentioned your name, and she was like, he's my nephew. And I'm like, what? You know, so you do have good support. You do have good support, and I hope you continue, and, you know, you will find that. And to encourage, I want you to encourage the younger athletes, especially the boys, because the boys seem to get injured more than the girls, because we've seen a lot of boys leaving high school injured. I mean, top athletes at champs. We've seen Warren Weir left Calabar injured. Christopher Taylor left champs injured. Javon Mattison, who is another promising. When I think about these young men, my eyes get teary because they are so talented, but the injuries just not leaving them alone. What are some of the things that you can tell, like the younger boys in high school now, like the Brian level that we have that is doing so well, how to protect themselves from injuries?
First of all, work smarter. That's really what work smarter. It's not working harder every day. You gotta work smart. It's quantity over quality. Work smarter, not harder. And if you feel pain, please tell your coach, let your coach know. Don't try to run through it, because it's only going to damage your muscle even worse or more. So no, I learned it the hard way. I like to run with pain. I don't know why, but it just helped me to go faster. Every time I have to run fast, I run in pain. But I learned over the years is work smarter, not harder. And the coach keep on telling me, you got to work smarter, not harder. You don't have to do a heavy workout today. You can save it for another day. How your body feeling? You need to tell the coach how your body feeling. Coach, body tired? All right. Rest up. You might tell it to rest up, or you might tell it to go adjust the weight.
But sometimes I've observed some training sessions, and I've seen athletes say, coach, they have maybe like 5-200 to run at, let's say at 80%. And they do like 3 or 4 and say, boy, coach, I'm tired. And coach will say, go out there and do, you know, that kind of thing, or give me some push-ups or something. So is it that coaches need to be listening to the athletes more?
At times, yes, but like in that situation, for me, I always take one, jog one. I have to be in the back at least once to catch my breath. So the other ones, I was like, all right, we can go 80%, but I just need one after the pot, just one. But sometimes the coaches need to listen to athletes because they don't know what the athletes are feeling, what their body is feeling. Today they can go, tomorrow is like, no, today's a recovery day.
Wow, wow. The coaches maybe need to listen some more. I think sometimes the coaches think that, the athletes are just, they don't want to train or they want to cop out. So, but genuinely sometimes they're hurt or they're not feeling that last 200. So,
Yeah.
as you said, it's a partnership and coaches and athletes just need to work together to get it right. But I hate to see the boys being injured so much. Even a young talent like Michael Stevens, who also went to Calabar, so many of them, but I'm hoping for big things. What can we look for from Odean Skeen 2022 and going forward,
Uh,
especially this season?
I can say this season, Odean Skeen is healthy, and y'all just need to wait to see me perform. Y'all might not get nothing really in 2022 because it's such a fast, it's coming up real fast. But I can say after 2022, yes, definitely.
So we can look for you if it's even from next season going forward. Big things.
Big, big,
Well,
big things.
I definitely will be looking for great things from you because you have the talent. You're a talented young man, and people are looking forward to see you in our colors doing great things. If you have one thing to say to our federation, in closing, if you have one thing to say to our federation that is governing track and field in Jamaica, what would that one thing be?
Keep supporting the athletes. The athletes.
I want you to say that one more time.
Keep supporting the athletes because without the support, trust me, the athletes will really crumble, and depression really plays a huge part in that as well. So if we don't support the athletes, what they gonna look forward to? Yep.
I totally agree with you. There we have it from Odean Skeen, the man who won Champs 2010, the surprise Champs. Still thinking about that Champs, and but thank you very much, Odean. It was nice talking to you, and I definitely will be looking for great things from you. And please try and stay healthy, stay injury free, and just stay healthy, please.
Oh, no problem, man.
And it was
Like I
nice.
said, right now I'm the healthiest I ever been. Healthiest.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it was really a pleasure connecting with you. Thanks for making the time.
All right, thank you very much for the
If
invite.
you have something to say to Jamaica, what would that be? The Jamaican fans especially. Tell the Jamaican fans something.
Big up yard as always, but just please, may I ask you, just please be patient. Please be patient with me. And may I tell you, may I come back real soon. So just go and wall out and look out. Please, may I ask you, just be patient.
Well said, well said. Thank you very much, Odean, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a
All
great
right,
week.
thank you. You too.